Alright, what up, people? It's your boy Chris from Gooner Eagle Eye. Decided I'm a bit bored. Literally just sat here, not doing much. So I figured, fuck it. I'm in the middle of a damn video series. Let me finish it. Plus, we all know the part of the video series that we are all interested in, and that's transfers. So let me get this idiot out of the way. Because I still think it's important. I think it's important to do this before you get the transfers. So, for anyone who doesn't know, because I've noticed I'm starting to get new listeners now, I've been doing a video series for a while about what I do to fix Arsenal Football Club. Now, I had actually done a video series very similar to this around about 3 years ago, just before I moved in with my ex. And it was 10 steps. I've actually condensed it now to 5 steps. When I say 5 steps, you're going to see with the transfers, I've kind of split it into 2 because I think they're major. You'll see why. So my first video, or step 1, was to sack Arsene Wenger. I explained the reasons for that. I did that with a heavy heart, but I felt like it needed to be done. My second part of the video is to pick a worthy successor. So for you guys who want to know who I pick to replace Arsene Wenger, go and watch those videos. It's in the video series. Subscribe and be able to see previous videos that I've done in relation to the subject. So now we're on step 3. So step 3 is about sacking Ivan Gazidis, or whatever the fuck his name is. Or as I personally call him, Ivan Week. For me, I was very anti-Ivan coming in the first place. Bit of a weird choice. And a bit of a controversial thing I'm about to say. My pick when we were looking for a chief exec was actually Karen Brady. Because I know that she's a very competent businesswoman, as you can now see through the West Ham project and the fucking awesome deal that she managed to get them. She's an Arsenal fan, so that helps. And she's someone that comes from British football, not from fucking LA Galaxy like this idiot. And I remember when we were being linked with various people. I think at the time we were linked with a Man City guy, Karen Brady, and then Ivan Gazidis. I was like, oh, what the fuck do we need someone from America for? And then I started thinking about it, and I thought, well, hold on. Because at the time, Stan had just started buying up shares and stuff. And I thought, oh, these motherfuckers are actually going to go with the American guy, aren't they? And lo and behold, a couple of months later, Ivan was chosen. I personally believe that we have an unhealthy situation at board level. We have too many old men with very backward opinions, very arrogant men, just by the way they treat fans whenever they interact with them, the sort of press releases that they have with them. It's very apparent that we have a board of a certain age of people who have literally no interaction, no care, no consideration for what they put their fans through. And I think you need to cleanse that. I think there's a massive disconnect between the board and the fans. And if I was the owner, because that's the way I've been doing these videos, I've been doing it as though Stan Kroenke ain't there, as though I'm the billionaire that bought Arsenal. I'd cleanse that. And that will come to my step 5 as a video, which I'll come to in a second, which I'll come to soon. But there are certain things that you can do to repair that disconnect. One of them is a biggie, and that one will be step 5 that you'll see. But I think a part of that is an urgent reshuffle is needed in the back, in not just the back room, but just the board level. I get fucking old man Shipswick out of there. Get him out of there. And for me, the head of the snake, if you like, is that chief exec, Ivan Gazidis. It's not good that the man was hired effectively by Arsene Wenger. In no other industry would you be known to hire your own boss. It's just a backward way of doing it. How the fuck can I hire my own boss? That don't make no sense. How do I ever then respect that person? Because the whole time I'm thinking, well, I don't want to fucking give your ass a job. What the fuck are you talking about? And that's why I always say to people, are you really surprised that Arsenal have not done anything when it comes to Wenger? I am so desperate for Muzanov to get in there. Because I believe, A, I believe he's an Arsenal fan. And B, he looks like these Russian motherfuckers don't fuck around. Like, I believe if he was in post, he would put pressure on Wenger to say, you know what, motherfucker, I need this from you. If you're not prepared to do it, fuck off. Simple as that. Set people objectives. You must achieve those objectives. And I'm not talking about no 4 fucking place objective. No, motherfucker. I'm talking about winning shit. Winning shit. You know, let's just strip it back and look at it from a business standpoint. From a business standpoint, my fans are my customers are my biggest, are where my revenue comes from. I need to make sure and ensure that the product we're selling them is at its very best. And in order to give my customers the very best product, I have to make sure that the ingredients of that product is at its very best. The ingredients, whether Wenger likes to admit it or not, is our players. Because those are at the end of the day, those are the people who are demonstrating that the product works. If we don't have the very best players playing football, winning, achieving, showing that the product is award-winning, if you like, then how the fuck do I expect my customers to continuously come back? It is the mark of pure arrogance to assume that I don't improve my product and that I will always have customers. Not only is it in the mark of arrogance, even more so, it's the mark of complacency to believe that when I give my customer product, because at once upon a time, my customers will pay whatever the fuck I want for this product. I don't need to do shit to this product to improve this product. That is the most backward way of thinking, even from a business standpoint. And I know it riles people up talking about Arsenal Football Club as a business, but they like to think of it as a business. So let me the fuck treat it like a business. If I'm not doing something to improve this product, to make it a forward-thinking product, to make it a product that, when you look at the rest of the competitors, is the very best product it can be. Is it not the mark of complacency to think that I'm always going to have buyers for this product? And that's what I don't understand. I don't understand how it's got into a situation whereby now Wenger has employed this man. And now this man is like a cuckold. You know, he doesn't put no pressure on Wenger. He doesn't make no statements in the press. He doesn't talk to the fans. And you wonder why the fuck the fans are outraged. You have fans literally fighting each other. Literally fighting each other. For me, Mr. Oh, we'll be competing with Bayern Munich in a few years, you'll see. It is time to deliver. Because I'll tell you what, someone's being held accountable here. And for me, that's why I would sack him. Because there is no confidence from him that he will do what is necessary to put the pressure that we need to put on Arsene Wenger. Wenger is a stubborn old man. You know, just like all successful, stubborn old men, they believe they know best. You know, I made this comparison in my last video. I'll make this comparison again. I am, unfortunately, a wrestling fan. And the only way I can compare the two is with Vince McMahon. It is the exact same situation. You know, the man, just like Vince McMahon, needs to step the fuck aside and refuses to do so. Unfortunately, yes, he has a board that he should answer to when ratings do go down. But ultimately, he's the HNIC. He's the motherfucker in charge. Regardless of the board, regardless of the people that he's supposed to be accounted to, regardless of the stakeholders, he's the motherfucker that runs that place. Just like Venom. And no matter what anyone tells him, in fact, if anything, the more people tell him something, the less he's less likely to do something. That is where I fully blame Ivan. Because for me, what exactly is his role then? Commercially, are you trying to tell me that he's trying to do something for us commercially? From what I understand from Arsenal, about Arsenal commercially, we're not even doing that well. So it's not even like you can say, well, you know, he might not necessarily put pressure on Werner, but you know, at least he does what he needs to do outside of the club, i.e., he makes the club a lot of money through various different ventures, various different products, getting us the very best deal that we can possibly get. To my knowledge, that's not happening. So what purpose is he serving? What purpose is he serving? He's like a redundant person. There's no one holding Wenger accountable. There's no one doing the job that needs to be done for the club. People are desperate for David Dean to come back. For me, I mean, I was heartbroken when Dean left as well. But quite frankly, at this point in time, just bring anyone that's going to be capable and strong enough to do the job. Someone that's going to say to Wenger, look, bruv, sit down for a second. Give me 3 fucking names. Just tell me who the fuck you want. Don't worry about any details. Don't worry about how much a player costs. Don't worry about how much the wages are. I got that. That's my job. Don't worry about negotiations and when they start and how long they should last for. None of that stuff. That's my job. You just tell me what the fuck you need. And then I got it. Oh, you need a striker? Cool. So we got my man. Prioritize them. Who do you want? And then who's your second choice? And then just in case I don't get that second choice, although I'm confident I will, because that's what you want as a strong chief exec, I'm confident I will. Just like a David Gill would have back in the day. I'm confident I'll get him, but just in case, give me a backup choice. Let's say strikers. We need strikers at the moment. Say to Wenger, okay, Wenger, so you want Aubameyang, let's just say Lukaku, and that Michy Bhattacek, or whatever his name is, the Marseille striker. Cool. I'm fairly confident this one will be difficult to get. But if it is difficult to get, I know we can get him because he wants to leave. He's told me, he's declared that he wants to play for you. I will make sure I get this motherfucker. Failing that, I'll make sure I get him. Don't worry about anything else. You'll get your new striker. Conversation done. Here's the thing. You might be thinking, well, all right, Chris, I've just watched your previous videos. You talked about getting rid of Wenger. Don't get me wrong, I would get rid of Wenger. You guys know the person that I would replace him with. And that's how I would expect a chief exec that I put in place to talk to their manager. So what are the 3 strikers you need? Cool. Don't worry about anything else. I got it. Conversation done. Because you want that man who's in charge to focus on the team, the tactics, strategize, plan, analyze his own team and discuss what areas people were weak in squad-wise. If somebody can improve, what do they need to improve? Is this person even capable of improving? You don't want them focusing on the fucking details of contracts and shit like that. It's like me, I work in HR. I don't want to fucking think about shit like, oh, so how much am I going to offer that guy to come on board? You know, don't get me wrong, and HR and recruitment are linked. How much am I going to offer that guy to come on board? How am I going to advertise and get the right candidates? And then think about my job of the people that I'm looking after, the staff that I'm looking after, and then think about the manager's job when, you know, they need to, you know, discipline them and things like that. I'm not going to be able to do all 3, and how am I going to train them? We have a recruitment department, a training department, and us. That is the way it should work in any business. There isn't one person that controls every single facet of the business. Anyway, I can see I'm ranting and ranting and ranting. And then if you got to the end of this video, you've done very well. I apologize. I'm just at the point now where, for me, I blame everything on Kroenke, everything on Wenger, and everything else on Ivan. I think Ivan is an anonymous character who has to go. Has to go. Does not serve his purpose as a chief exec and has to go. Anyway, so that's my step 3. Done. Rant over. We're going to get onto the good stuff. In fact, so good, I'm actually going to do the video after I end this one. So that's going to be about transfers. But do watch my whole videos. Do subscribe. You'll be alerted every time I do a new video. I'm going to do a preview of the Villa game probably tomorrow. A review of the Villa game probably on Sunday after the game's done. And then my end of season review, which is going to be brutal. That's probably going to come next week. But yeah, take care, guys. Do follow me on @ColossalChig. Sorry for my beeping fucking phone. Take care. Peace.